I'm going to share with you what I'm reading right now. If you want some recommendations of fabulous books that really help you feel amazing, keep watching. I'm going to share my current favorites. So this book, I love this book. It was written by a doctor. And, I spend my entire life telling people that thoughts become real, that your body makes your thoughts. People go, oh, that's just woo-woo. You're just one of those woo-woo therapists. I love it when doctors write about what I believe. And this is a doctor. And I love even the title, It's All in Your Head. It's an amazing stories of her life as a doctor, dealing with people with real physical illnesses that were caused by their thinking. Because every day we make our thoughts real. If we're embarrassed, that thought becomes real. We go bright red. If we're sad, a thought can make our eyes fill up with tears. If we're thinking about sex, we can become physically aroused by a thought. Think about hunger, and your tummy might rumble. But she goes way further. She shows you with real, severe, all kinds of illnesses, even epilepsy. And they all track back to how someone thought, and she had incredible results. And I have read this book. I reread this book every year because I love it. I love her. I think she's amazing. I highly, highly recommend it. My next book, this is a favorite. The Body Keeps Score, and it's about how trauma stays in our body and what can we do about it. Now you might think, oh, this is just for people like you that are therapists, or maybe I'm talking to the 13,000 therapists I've trained, but I'm talking to you, because way before I was a therapist, I read books like this, and they educated me, they fascinated me, they were compelling, and he talks so much about trauma and how individuals react, and how he describes a terrible car accident. One person was traumatized, one wasn't, and he even goes back to explain how that is and what you can do about it. This is a great book. It's been around forever. The Body Keeps Score, because the body really does keep score. The body doesn't lie. The mind can lie, but the body never lies. And our feelings are the most real thing we have. And often when we're feeling we've got an angry headache, a thumping headache, a screaming migraine, it's because we're feeling angry. We get an upset stomach or an angry rash. The body doesn't lie. The body keeps going. And then here comes another one, and I love this book. Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. I tell all my clients, look, I can only tell you the truth. Your feelings are the most real thing you have, and you must feel your feelings until they no longer require to be felt. That means you can't Netflix your feelings, eat your feelings, drink your feelings, medicate your feelings, or even shop your feelings. Because feelings buried alive never die. You can push your feelings down with cake or a beer, but they come back. They actually regroup, and they come back stronger than ever. And feelings are like a little classroom of 10-year-old children going, hey, notice me, I'm here, notice me, pay attention. When you pay attention and go, oh, I'm feeling envy or jealousy or rage or hurt or anger, and I'm going to feel it and sit with it and even accept it, and it will go away really fast. Yes, but when you try and eat it, stuff it down, distract yourself, they just come back. So I love this because it's all about your feelings, the most real thing you ever have. They are your friend, they're your confidant, your advisor. Get used to feeling your feelings, going, hey, I feel this. Years ago, I was talking to someone about my little girl's father, and I said, oh, he's so annoying. And she said, oh, he's a great guy, you can't say that. I said, listen, I can say whatever I want. I'm telling you that I feel very, very disappointed in the fact he's not showing up for my daughter. And you can tell me he's a great guy. Of course he's a great guy. But I'm allowed to feel what I feel. And you can't say, don't feel that. You shouldn't say that, because I feel it. And if I feel it, I have a choice. Suppress it, and whatever you suppress just comes back stronger. Or say it. I feel hurt. I feel let down. I feel disappointed. I had a great friendship with him. But I was allowed to say, today I feel let down. I feel disappointed. No one can tell you, shouldn't feel that, mustn't feel that, don't feel that. You're allowed to feel what you feel. You're allowed to say what you feel. And if you don't, I promise you, your body has to do it for you. My favorite expression in the whole world is this: the feeling that cannot find its expression in tears will cause other organs to weep. What does that mean? It means you're not crying, your body's crying. You're not expressing pain, so your body's in pain. Your body is weeping and crying because you're not feeling. And many, many years ago, my then partner had cancer, and he was very English, very stiff. I would say, don't cry. You mustn't cry. You can come visit me, but I don't want any crying. I can't do crying. I immediately got conjunctivitis. I thought, wow, my mind is so smart. I don't want to cry in front of him because he can't handle it, but now I've got conjunctivitis. I can cry all the time. Oh, your eyes look so sore. How is this smartness of the mind, not my mind, everyone's mind, the innate intelligence of your body. You don't express something, I will do it for you. It's why irritable people tend to have irritable bowel. It's why people who are angry tend to have angry rashes. People who are irritable have itchy skin. It's really fascinating. Bulimics will always say, that makes me sick, and I'm so sick of that. I love the fact that your feelings are real. I just am totally in love with Bruce Lipton. I think he's amazing. I love the fact that he talks about our genes, that they were just a tiny, tiny percentage of us. I love the biology of belief, that your beliefs affect your biology. I've been telling people that for years. Your beliefs affect your biology. And if you change your beliefs, guess what? You can change your biology, really? Sure. Change your beliefs about your fertility, you'll become more fertile. Change your beliefs about your metabolic rate, it will go up. Change your beliefs about your coping skills and you'll cope better. Change your beliefs about how lovable you are, and other people will see you as more lovable. This book I love because it was written by a scientist, and when scientists write about mind to matter, that the mind is more important, that the mind is running the show, you understand, well, what does that mean? It means you can change your mind. This is your mind. Your mind is yours to direct, to change, to influence. Your mind influences your body, and you can totally influence your mind. And when you do that, your life can be amazing. And if you think that my mind influences my body, but I can influence my mind and say, I love this, I've got this, I'm good at this, then it's extraordinary. And finally, Into the Abyss. I love this because this man too was a neuroscientist who writes about the mind, how everything starts with the mind. You know, there's a song called It Started With a Kiss. It didn't start with a kiss. It started with a thought about kissing someone. And thought comes in front of everything. Your thoughts control your feelings control your actions and your events, which you justify by going back to the thought. I think I'm not enough. I feel sad, angry, annoyed, pissed off. The feelings I get come from the thought. And the way I behave, I'm defensive, I'm angry, I'm depressed. My behaviors come from a thought that comes from a feeling that influences a behavior and an action. And when you change your thoughts to I am enough, now I feel good. I feel confident and optimistic and positive. I can take risks. So my behaviors are different. They are good behaviors. I can take risks. I'm nice to people. I'm polite. I'm calm. I'm happy. I'm optimistic. Everything starts with a thought, and this guy tells you how to change your thoughts. I love Into the Abyss. So these are my favorite books. Hey, you say, do you ever read for pleasure? Yeah, I'm reading this book. I love this book about the guy from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I met them many years ago. One of them lives on the canal where I live, or at least he used to. And I just love this book because it's a story of hope and vision and making your dreams real, and the fact that when you've got everything, you haven't got anything if you don't like yourself. It's a great book. My last book, well, if you're going to read a great book, you might as well read this book. People say, how can you say your own book is good? Well, I always say, if you don't believe in yourself, how can anyone else? I actually really do love this book. You know why? Because it's a story. My neighbor said to me, hey, I read your book, I cried from the beginning to the end, but it's changed me. Someone wrote to me, said, I got to chapter 2 about alcoholism. I had to stop, take a deep breath and go, wow, you could be writing about me. This is a story of alcoholism, OCD, compulsive eating, bulimia. It's a story of someone who felt they weren't good enough. It's really a book about hope because it tells you 10 client stories. What happened to them? How did they get to be the way they were? How did they change? How did they become completely transformed in just one session? You might think that's not possible. Read this book. It has in it 4 audios, one on confidence, one on installing an inner cheerleader. I just recently been giving that program to schools, 500 schools in the UK, more than that, and many in America. And they all say the same thing, that installing the cheerleader. It's had the most profound impact on the students. They're happier, they get on with each other, but they're better at studies. Their confidence has gone up and their self-esteem has gone up too. And if you read this book, if you just play the audios, it will help you tremendously. If you don't like it, I will personally refund you. I know this book can change your life. That sounds arrogant, but I've been doing this for 34 years. That's all I do, help people change their lives. This will help you, and if it doesn't, you've heard of me, I'll personally give you your money back. Thanks for tuning in. They say in Russia, a person who doesn't read is no better than someone who can't read. And actually, I work with many successful people. You know what they have in common? They watch TV less and they read more. Make it a resolution to read more. It will change your life. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think of this book and read all of these ones too. If you want a copy of my new book, Tell Yourself a Better Lie, click the link below and then go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on all my new future stuff. See you soon. Check out my next video here.
If people actually knew this shame that I have, no one would ever love me, no one would ever accept me, no one would ever want to hang out with me, be my friend, they would outcast me. That was the internal conversation, if they knew this shame and insecurity of mine. And so I think that's why I held on to it for 25